Wicked's a really interesting one because it marries a piece of my childhood, The Wizard of Oz. Being immersed in a world of munchkins and Emerald City. So there's a beloved center to that. To then look at it in a totally new way with Wicked, a musical that I saw before it even went to Broadway and fell in love with it, with music that I'd listened to for 20 years. Never thought I'd have the chance to put it on the big screen. Knowing how the technology of cinema has gotten to a place where we can really deliver an experience that isn't just watching a movie anymore, it's actually like being in the movie. Wicked is all about these girls and their relationships and how intimate can you be. So the fact that the dynamics of a cinematic experience can go from being in awe of the scope and the landscape to being 2 inches from a character's face and feeling their emotions, feeling their yearning, feeling their need to prove themselves or their need to rebel against it and say, I don't need a wizard.
Don't be afraid. I'm not afraid. It's the wizard who should be afraid of me.
Well, I do feel like all my movies have led up to this movie. It brings back all the things from the dance and the movement to song and how powerful lyrics can be. I got to pour that all into visiting this place, Oz, that is a timeless image in our heads. But this Oz isn't going to be just matte paintings and CG. It's going to be a touchable, immersive world. So we planted 9 million tulips and waited for them to blossom to shoot. We built a 100-foot-long train that actually worked, and the giant wizard's head that actually talks in real time with the voice.
I am Oz the Great and Terrible.
So to have all of that together at our fingertips, I had to use every tool in my toolbox to figure this one out. And so I can't wait for people to experience that all.
You're the one the wizard has been waiting for.
Well, Wicked is a giant canvas, and sound is 60–75% of that because it is also a musical. Part of a musical is not just the orchestrations of the music itself, but of the vocals of our leads, Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, who brought Elphaba and Galinda the Good to life in a way that seamlessly worked with the music. I just want people to feel what it felt like to sit right next to them, to hear those voices echo around you in Dolby Atmos.
Bring her to me.
This is now we get to immerse the audience in all these different places. I get to put something right on top of their heads. I can put it right in their lap, or I can put it in the distance. All of that is in symphony with our picture. That travel of feeling like you're there is because we got the specificity of something like Dolby Atmos. It is a giant part of this.
Absolutely remarkable.
Well, the world of Oz is one of the most iconic worlds of color that has ever existed. But in order to have color, shadows and light are a huge part of that. You need to be able to play in the shadows and play in the light. Dolby Cinemas, using Dolby Vision to have that dynamics. You can be in a dark room and be really dark. To have a light pierce through and feel like there's a sun there. And of course, this is about a woman who's green. So green has such a significant part.
You're green.
I am.
To cut out that color in every scene to know where she is. And then a woman who's pink. Our themes are built into these colors. Dolby Vision allows us to paint with those extra colors that others don't. To have a palace of light like Dolby Cinemas and put up a canvas that all these great craftsmen and women can work on. To know that the details that they put on that will show up on that screen. to take an audience to another place, to see the world through another person's eyes, it makes it all worth it. And we just hope that everyone gets to feel the love that we put into this.